Hello students, today we are going to start our same chapter of business studies, class 11th, and the chapter name is Forms of Business Organization. This is part 3 of that chapter, and students, today we are going to discuss our topic cooperative organization or cooperative society. Cooperative society is one type of organization which is established not for providing profit but for providing service to their members only. And for opening a cooperative society, minimum 10 persons are required. And the capital of cooperative society is contributed by its members in the form of share capital. The cooperative organization can raise loan from the banks. Some features of cooperative society. The first one is voluntary association. The cooperative society is a voluntary association of person. Any person can join the cooperative society if the person has common interest. For example, a farmer can join the agriculture society, a consumer can join consumer society, a producer can join producer society. So if they have common interest, that time any member can join any type of society. It means that there is no restriction on entry or exit of members. Whatever they want, that time they can cancel their membership. Legal status. Registration of cooperative society is compulsory and it is separate legal entity from its members. It means that after the death, insolvency of member, there is no impact on the business. The business still continues. Limited liability. The liability of all the members in cooperative society is limited. It means that if cooperative society is suffering from loss, that time the personal property of the members cannot be sold for paying the debt. So it means that their liability is limited. Control. In cooperative society, the power to take the decision in the hands of managing committee, and the committee is elected through voting by the members. Service motive. The main motive of cooperative society is provide service to its members, not to earn profit. Equal voting rights. All the members have one voting right. It means that whatever their capital, large or small, they can do only one vote. It means that the principle of cooperative society, that is one man, one vote, irrespective of their shares. Merits of cooperative society. First one is equality in voting status. It means that one person can do only one vote, irrespective of their capital. If they contribute more capital or less capital, it does not affect to the cooperative society. In any cases, one man cast only one vote. Limited liability. The liability of the members of cooperative organization is limited. It means that there is no extra burden on the members. Stable existence. Cooperative society is a separate legal entity. It means that the death and insolvency or incapacity of any member does not affect to the business. Economical functioning. The function of cooperative society is economical. It means that cheap, because the consumer cooperative society purchase raw material directly from the producer, not from the middleman. It means that they can purchase directly from the main owner. So due to this reason their cost is low. So that is economical functioning. Support from government. Government also support to the cooperative society in the various field like taxes. They provide rebate in the taxes and concession in the taxes. So that is one of the biggest advantage of the cooperative society. Easy to form. The formation of cooperative society is very simple process. Only 10 adult members are required which having common interest they can start a cooperative society. Open membership. Any person have common interest can become the member of cooperative society. There is no restriction on the basis of caste, creed or reason. Any person can join. Here some demerits of cooperative society as given. First one is limited capital. In cooperative society, one man cast only one vote. So it is one of the disadvantages because one man can only one vote. So this point does not motivate to the members to contribute more capital. They thought that if we if we involve more capital, that time we only cast only one vote. So what is the benefit? So there is no motivation point. So that is one of the biggest disadvantage. Inefficient management. The member of cooperative society is not professional body. So they are not professional or efficient. Due to this reason, their management is ill management. It means inefficient management. Lack of secrecy. In cooperative society, any matter discussed in open area. It means that in the front of all the persons. So there is no secrecy. Excessive government control. Government always support to the cooperative society. Due to this reason, government always involved in cooperative society. It means there is excessive government control. Difference of opinions or conflicts among the members. Different members of cooperative society comes from different backgrounds. They have different societies, they have different reasons. Due to this reason, they have different opinions. So, different opinions involve conflicts and disputes between the members. That is the disadvantage. Types of cooperative society. There are mainly 6 types of cooperative society. The first one is consumer cooperative society. The second one is producer cooperative society. Third one is cooperative marketing society. Fourth one is cooperative credit society. Fifth one is cooperative farming society. And sixth one is cooperative housing society. So there are 6 types of societies: consumer, producer, marketing, credit, farming and housing. One by one, we are going to discuss all the types of cooperative societies. So first of all, consumer cooperative society. In consumer cooperative society, many consumers join hands to eliminate the middleman. They can purchase their products directly from manufacturer and sell them to the members. It means that if there are 10% in a society, they contribute capital together and they can purchase the products from manufacturer with the elimination of middleman. So they can purchase their product at low cost and they provide the product to their members at low cost. So with this point, they can provide the benefit to their members. They provide the goods on economical point. There are some objectives of consumer cooperative society: to ensure steady supply of essential goods, to supply the goods at reasonable price by eliminating the profit margin of the middleman, to supply the goods and services of high quality. They provide high quality goods, not the low quality goods. Producer cooperative society. In this, small producer came together and manufacture the products. There are 2 types of producer cooperative society. The first one is who produce the goods. It means that they provide raw material, inputs, machinery and they produce the goods. And the second type of producer cooperative society, they sell the goods. It means that there are two types. First type of producer cooperative society produce the goods and services, and the second type of producer cooperative society that they sell the goods and services. So what is the ultimate objective of that producer cooperative society? First one, to ensure a steady supply of raw material inputs at reasonable price, to provide latest machinery and new technology of production, to make smooth distribution and sale of goods produced by the members, helping the producer to concentrate their attention on producing of goods. It means that the first type of producer cooperative society only focus on production. So due to this, they become specialized in production. And the second type of producer cooperative society only focus on sale. So due to this reason, they become specialized in sale. Cooperative marketing society. The cooperative marketing society consists of small producers who find it difficult to sell their product in the market at high profit. So many small producers came together and sold their product at best price. They increased their bargaining power, competitive position, because they have a small share in the market. But if 10 small producers came together, they can get the large share in the market. So due to this reason, their main objective of that, first one is to ensure steady and favorable market for the output of its members. Second one, to ensure the best price for the output. Many small producers get the small prices for their product, but when they join the hands, that time they get the largest share and they charge best price for their output. To provide facilitate transportation, warehousing, packaging, which individually cannot be afforded. For any small producer, it is difficult to arrange transportation facility, warehousing facility or packaging facility. But if they came together, they can easily afford all the things. To ensure honest trading practices in weighing, measuring and accounting. To eliminate the middleman and have direct dealing with the customer. They directly go to the market and directly sell their product. But if they are small in size, they can sell their product to the middleman at cheap rate, and the middleman sell their products in the market to the consumers at high rate. So due to this reason, they cannot get the benefit of this point. Cooperative Credit Society. This type of society provide loans at easy terms and conditions. They always increase the habit of saving among the members. They accept their saving and they provide the loan to their members. It means that they are behaving like a bank. And their main objective is to protect the member from exploitation of money lenders. Some small producer or person does not go to the market or bank for taking the money. So they can take money from Seths like Jamindars, etc. But this type of cooperative society provide easy loan to the members. To ensure loan on easy terms and low rate of interest, they charge low rate of interest to their members. And they also develop the habit of saving among their members. The next one is cooperative farming society. We always saw that there are many small farmers involved in the farming. They cannot get the maximum benefit of the farming because they are poor people. They don't have latest technology, good quality of seeds, or they have fragmentation of land. So cooperative farming society provide latest machinery for doing the cropping, and they also provide good quality of seeds or many other facilities in the field of farming. What is the main objective? Helping the farmers to get the benefits of mechanized farming, providing improved seeds, fertilizers, irrigation, and other modern techniques, providing social and economical security to peasants. The last one is cooperative housing society. This society is very important. This type of society provide a big plot of land. They purchase a big plot of land and construct small flats on that land, and they provide that flats to their members at cheap rate. Sometimes they provide lands and the member can make the house. So they can provide land as well as they can provide house. It's depend on the members. What is the ultimate main objective of the cooperative housing society? First one is providing residential accommodation to their members. Second one, helping members to purchase houses at lower cost. And third one is providing civic amenities such as road, park, street light, parking, etc. Here, difference between partnership and cooperative organization. First one is number of members. In partnership, minimum 2 members are required. And in the case of banking business, maximum 10 members are required. And for other business, maximum 50 members are required, not 20 members. Maximum 50 members are required. But in cooperative society, minimum 10 members are required, or for maximum there is no limit. You can admit many members. Benefit. In partnership, mutual benefits are restricted. But in cooperative organization, benefit is offered to its members and general public. Business. Partnership requires existence of some business. But cooperative society does not require any business. Registration. Registration of partnership is not compulsory. But registration of cooperative society is compulsory. Here, one case study is given. A new cooperative store has been set up in Delhi through registration under Delhi Cooperative Society Act. It was set to procure essential consumer commodities in bulk from various wholesaler and manufacturers to supply the same at reasonable price to public and its members. Identify the type of cooperative society. So here the important point is it was set to procure essential consumer commodities. It means that it is consumer cooperative society. State any 3 features of that society. We already discussed that point, so you can write the 3 features of them. With this, over this point is ended. Now with the help of next video, we will discuss the further chapter